Alright, this is Thomas Cray, and he's going to talk about protein skimming. So what is protein skimming, Thomas?
Protein skimming, or foam fractioning, is a process that we use in fish tanks, saltwater in particular, to get bad things from the water, basically all the detritus, the fats, the proteins, the oils, the things we don't need, into a collection cup where we can easily dispose of it.
Okay. How does actually that thing work?
Well, there's a pump at the bottom that pulls in water and air, chopping it into miniature bubbles which go up this column. And while in there, there's molecules that have properties that attract them and repel them from water. And the high surface area of all the microscopic bubbles allows those proteins and those solids to get attached to the bubbles, carried up, and foam at the top to be removed from the tank as a scum.
Why does the tank actually need this?
Well, as your tank runs for a while, it starts looking kind of nasty like this one does as I'm cleaning it out. And to keep your fish alive and to keep the harmful materials out of the tank, you can use a protein skimmer to remove a lot of those things that nature would disperse and dispose of in its own way, much like the foam you would see on a seashore during low tide.
Okay. Does it make a big difference if you're using freshwater or saltwater?
Actually, it makes
or a
huge
mix?
difference. Salt water is a lot easier to chop finely into small bubbles because of just the chemical formation of it. As you can see in this is mostly a freshwater setup right now. Very little foam forming. If this had salt water in it, you'd have very, very small bubbles coming up through the canister and forming a nice froth at the top.
Okay. How often do you run this often, or is it constantly running?
If you're using a saltwater fish tank, you're running this all the time, except for probably turning it off every day or two to remove the top cup and discard what's ever been formed in there. Depending upon whether you're doing what we call dry or wet skimming. A dry skim is when just enough foam goes over the top to seep down and it dries out there, versus a wet skim, which is lots of foam and liquid. You throw it away anywhere between 1 and 4 days, and it smells pretty bad.
Okay. Thank you for your time. That's it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time.